Really felt, Sam, that there could be a blowout.
Well, we're taking a look at it right now. This is the first big play by Mark Herrmann. 59-yarder to Wes Chandler. He's being covered by 22 David Brown. Makes a big play, and I think this is the one thing that I pointed out earlier that Mark Herrmann needed.
So he got the big play, but here we come to the controversial play. Now, I'm not arguing with the call of the officials. They say that Chandler is juggling the ball, did not have possession when he goes out of bounds. He gets both feet in bounds. You cannot tell from this shot. So we go, okay. Then Chandler had a reaction. I'm sure that he swore at the officials. The officials flagged him for unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards. I think that's the bad call. I think it was an overreaction.
Well, the thing about it, we don't want to labor the point,
No.
but an official should not take away from the game. They should have been down there with another down and not being penalized. I couldn't agree with you.
There is Rutigliano, who will be kicking off for the San Diego Chargers. 7-6 San Diego leading at halftime. Now, the last time they met, it was the second game of the season, and Seattle won it 49-35. Had an offensive explosion in that ball game, but not so far here. Here's Randall Morris on the return. To the 35, to the 40. Good return for Randall Morris. 30 yards on the kickoff return. Derry Nelson made the tackle. Total yards at halftime of the first game. Look at that. The Chargers had 343 yards. Today's game 135. Seattle 155. Today's game 55. Just to give you an idea of two different kinds of ball games. Since then, a lot of things have happened. For San Diego, they don't have Fauci's out with a knee injury. Seattle has fallen on hard times the last two games. They're very conservative. And here's a quick look at the stats. We'll come back to those in just a moment. Seattle from their own 43. They're coming out winging.
It's going to Largent.
Largent has it. 37-yard line of San Diego, a gain of 20 and a first down. Mike Green makes the tackle. Now remember, in the last game, second game of the season, Seattle 28 points in the third quarter. Now here's the official stats.
Well,
the numbers are low.
The yards passing are unbelievable.
Yeah.
You have 8 yards and 114. But the big thing has been big plays and turnovers.
Here's Kurt Warner at the weight on it. 33-yard line. Gain of 4. Second down and 6. Wayne Davis with the tackle. For the Seahawks now, ultra-conservative in the first half. They've opened it up in the second half.
Well, I think what they're doing right now is making the adjustments as to what they saw in the first half in terms of what San Diego was doing. Right now, if they want to run the ball, they're going to have to open it up a little bit, and that's what they did. They threw that play-action pass to Steve Largent, went back to a screen pass to Kurt Warner, number 28.
In the first half, Chargers turned over the ball 3 times. They lost a fumble. They were intercepted twice. Seattle turned it over once. They lost a fumble. Second down and 6. San Diego 33 is Kurt Warner. And he has wrapped up good defensive play by Billy Ray Smith.
They've been trying to pitch the ball wide all day, and now Billy Ray Smith, number 54, made an outstanding play on the outside, and now San Diego's coming in with a nickel defense, and they have put pressure on the Seattle offense with their front 4, and also good complementary coverage on the part of the secondary. They're playing defense in concert.
Seattle has converted only 1 of 9 third down opportunities. This is third down and 6.
All right, Steve Largent's got a one-on-one inside on the bottom of your screen.
Incomplete. Dan Dornick, the intended receiver, and he had a step on the defender. Carlos Bradley. It'll be 4th down and 6. For Dave Krieg, just off a little bit.
David Krieg is upset, and what you have here is Dan Dornick coming out on the bottom of your screen, number 33. He's on 50. He jukes to the outside, comes back to the inside. He's wide open. If he hits him, he's going to run the ball to the 10-yard line, and David Krieg is just not hitting those open receivers.
52-yard attempt by Norm Johnson. The hold by Largent.
It's long enough.
Nope. So Norm Johnson has hit twice from 28 yards and 46 yards away. He has now missed from 52 yards out. So the score remains San Diego 7 and Seattle 6. Today's game is being brought to you by America's best back trucks. At Dodge, we don't just talk tough, we prove it. By Stroh's and Stroh Light, the circle of sports beer. And by Goodyear, makers of the great performing all-season radio, Vector. And the picture tells the story. Bruce Schultz with the fumble recovery. That is the 4th turnover by the Chargers.
Mark Herrmann has got to get the snap. He gets the ball back from 62 Masick, 58 Bruce Schultz falls on the ball. I think that Mark Herrmann pulled out too quickly, and that's another costly turnover. They've got the ball inside the 35-yard line.
Turnovers, 4 and 1 at the San Diego 33. First down. Seattle normally in this position will go deep immediately to the end zone, trying to cash in. That means 81, Darrell Turner. And they throw underneath the covers to Kurt Warner. Warner to the 24-yard line. 8 of 9, second down and 1. Wayne Davis and Mike Green with the tackle.
And that's what David Krieg hasn't done the last 2 weeks. If there's Kurt Warner going back, utilize Kurt Warner in your pass offense. If you can't get the ball deep to Darrell Turner or Steve Largent, then lay the ball off, be patient, count on your natural talent, and just relax. Take what the defense gives you.
Here's another thing that the Seahawks like to do. The ball at the 24-yard line of San Diego. They like to throw to the end zone now. They feel already within the range of Norm Johnson. They've got the field goal from here. This gives them more space to work with rather than going under close. So they cross it to everybody, go to David Hughes, and he'll be pulled down by Woodrow Lowe. Good defensive play by Lowe as Hughes is shut down. I'm rather surprised at that call.
Right now, I thought they should have thrown the ball. David Hughes has carried the ball, I think, 5 or 6 times in this game, and they're putting a lot of pressure on their offense because they're involved now with 4 wide receivers again. It's another key third down play, and San Diego's coming in right now with their nickel defense, and as I said earlier, they are really putting pressure on that Seattle defense.
There's a loss of a yard to the 25, third down and 2.
David Krieg tried to hit the running back the last time. Paul Scanzi. Paul Scanzi was the running back in the backfield. It's Krieg now. He's looking for Scanzi, who came out from the backfield. He's open now. That ball should have been intercepted. Scanzi concentrates and makes the catch, but John Hendy, number 29, should have intercepted. He did not make the play on the ball. He had good position, but he didn't make the play on the ball.
24 yards to the 1. First down, goal to go.
They're going to give the ball to Kurt Warner.
Warner over the top, touchdown.
They're in the I formation, get it deep. Now watch him go airborne. He leaves his feet now because the offensive line pushes the defense back. He goes airborne over the top. 57, 58, Mike Green, Lyndon King cannot make the play, and that's athletic ability on the part of 28, Kurt Warner.
The fumble recovery set it up, a 33-yard drive in 4 plays. Norm Johnson adds on the point after. The Seahawks lead it now 13-7. At the top of the show, Sam Rutigliano said he expected to see Kurt Warner carry the ball 24, 25 times. Well, he's well on that pace. Hasn't picked up a lot of yardage, though, because he hasn't hit for the big gainer.
Well, what he's done is he hasn't had that one big play. I just don't think that the offensive line is blowing him off the line of scrimmage. And on the other side of the coin, I think you have to give San Diego's defense and inside linebackers, Mike Green and Billy Ray Smith, a lot of credit.
Norm Johnson kicking off, either Buford McGee or Anthony Steele. McGee 2 yards deep, go down it. And San Diego will start from their own 20-yard line. The longest that San Diego has had the ball on any drive today is 5 plays. 5 plays. That's the most they've had at any offensive set. From the 20, first down, Don Coryell, head coach of the Chargers. San Diego's record 2-2. Seattle's record 2-2. Denver and the Raiders are also 2-2. Kansas City leads in the West 3-1. 3 running backs. Anderson in motion. Herrmann with time. Now just drops this one off to Buford McGee. And McGee goes to the 25. And he stumbles along the way. Fred Young, the leading tackler for the Seahawks, is the man who got him. Fred Young in his second start.
There's Dan Fouts giving signals to Mark Herrmann on the sideline.
You know,
you're going to see a lot of pressure this second half.
Scoot underneath, comb your hair, and watch your heart, I think is what the signal said. Second down and 5. Dan was in a good mood this night.
He certainly is.
Yeah. Well, nobody's beating on him.
Right. He's the healthiest day he's had all year.
That's right. Lionel James showing motion. Herrmann with pressure. He can pick up the first down. He's got it. Oh, no. Slide feet first. They have to stay off of you.
You can tell he hasn't played this game very much as a quarterback.
You slide. There's a rule change. Mark, slide feet first. Terry Taylor got it.
Dan Fouts is signaling right now, Mark, when you break loose, make sure you slide. Don't take those tacklers.
That's right. Or they will hurt your body.
That's the best coaching he can give him right now.
36-yard line. First down.
We're getting a lot of double coverage right now to try to take care of Chandler.
Here's Anderson. Not bad.
Looked like a lot of confusion in the backfield. Anderson zigged and zagged and went to right, left, then finally went back up inside and picked up a few yards.
We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network.
This is KING-TV, Channel 5, Seattle.
This is Charlie Jones, Sam Rutigliano, third quarter, 9:44 and counting, time remaining. In the third period, Seattle leads it 13-7. 3 running backs from the power I. Here's Buford McGee. McGee activated this week, injured in preseason, out to the 42, so he'll have 3 yards. It'll be third down and about 4 as Dave Brown makes the tackle.
It's another conservative call where Buford McGee went to the outside, number 21. Watch Lachey, number 74, on 77, Jeff Bryant. He makes contact. He grabs him. He's holding on. Hold on, Jim. And he gets to the outside, but there's somebody there waiting as a good, relentless, pursuing Seattle defense. Lachey has learned a lot fast.
You hold him when you're inside, and then when he turns on you, you let him go, and the officials can pick it up. Third down and 4 at the 42-yard line. Bindross in motion from the shotgun. Here's pressure. Herrmann stumbles, almost dropped the ball. And he is sacked at the 35-yard line by Joe Nash.
And the pressure came from the outside with 79 Jacob Green and 77 Jeff Bryant, and he's going to get more and more pressure as this game goes on. You're in a shotgun formation. Mark Herrmann fields the ball. He's setting right now. Now there's the pressure coming from the outside. Jacob Green, and now Joe Nash comes right back. Good coordination by the outside rushers and the inside rushers.
Ralph Mojico will be punting. Paul Scansey is set for the return. This is the 6th punt of the ball game by Mojico. Left-footed kicker. It's another good one. Scansey fields it at the 15. He's to the 20. The return to the 29-yard line. 4 seconds on the hang time. A 49-yard kick and a 13-yard return. Seattle 13, San Diego 7 in the second half. Dave Krieg has completed 4 of 5 for 57 yards, and Warner has carried the ball twice, and he has lost a yard rushing. Seattle with the lead and the football at their own 28-yard line. Here's Warner. He drops it. It'll be incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Let's check the scoreboard. Kansas City 3, the Raiders 13. Chris Barr with a pair of field goals in that ball game. Now, a really quick rundown here. We'll give you some highlights on those games. Denver 17 and Houston 3. Last touchdown was an Elway to Watson 41-yard pass. Jets 17 and Cincinnati 13. Rams 13, Minnesota 7. Ted Brown just scoring from a yard out in that ball game. 2nd and 10. Kurt Warner. 32-yard line. Gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. So we looked for Dornick to come in and for Craig to go to the shotgun and 4 wide receivers. Chuck Ian making the last tackle for the San Diego Chargers.
And it's almost predictable.
And a look, we'll just run by the finals of the early ball games today.
It's almost predictable. Run on 1st down. They're not getting the key yardage they need on 1st down to get Warner into the flow of this football game. They're just in the shotgun too much on 3rd down.
First down, 42-yard line, gain of 10. Carlos Bradley with the tackle for San Diego.
They've been looking for that matchup all day. They missed it before. Craig, number 17, missed Dornick before. We had an one-on-one with Carlos Bradley, number 50, and he got it that time. And there's Blair Bush, 59, who seemed to be shaken up on that play.
And so the offensive center goes to the far side, and Connie Kawhi will replace him for the Seattle Seahawks. First down, Seattle at their own 42. 7:25 time remaining. We're in the 3rd quarter, and the Seahawks lead at 13-7. Here's Kurt Warner with Hughes the lead blocker. Warner has 6 yards on the play. Maybe only 5. 2nd down and 5. Jeffrey Dale, number 37 for the San Diego Chargers, makes the tackle. The rookie taken in the 2nd round of the draft, celebrating his birthday today. Jeffrey Dale is 23 years old as we peek inside the Seahawk huddle.
I think they're going to stay with that play, that pitch out, because I think the defense is going to get worn down because they're on the field too much, and that's going to help Kurt Warner and the Seattle offense.
It was a good look at the birthday boy. 2nd down and 5. Warner out of bounds at the 49-yard line, so he has 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Wayne Davis made the play. Here it is, Seattle 13, San Diego 7. NFL 85. Bob Costas.
Charlie, in the 3rd quarter at Cincinnati, the Jets are looking for 6, but they settled for 2. Louis Breeden from the sublime to the ridiculous in the space of less than a second. He picked it off at the 6, kept going to the end zone. They tackle him for a safety. 19-13 Jets. Charlie.
Speaking of the number 19, Kurt Warner, 19 carries, 48 yards rushing here. And it's 3rd down 3.
Look for the possibility of a play-action pass, and there it is. He's going to Turner.
Incomplete. Wayne Davis had very close coverage on him. 4th down and 3.
You know, number 81, Darryl Turner, it was a difficult catch, but he had 2 hands on the ball. There's Turner right now, 81. What they were doing is faking the play action, thinking that it was going to be a run. And there's Turner right there. Davis, it's close, but I think it's a good call. And although you cannot see Turner's hands, he could have made that play.
And he had contact with the football prior to the contact by Davis. A good call, and that means that Dave Finzer will be kicking. Lionel James set for the return.
Dave Finzer and Paul Scancy have been 2 fine additions this week.
3 seconds on the 30-second clock when he gets the snap off. He slices this one. And it will bounce inside the 20 that takes a Seahawk roll. It'll roll dead at the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the kick, but it is dead at the 15. We'll be back in a moment. but he's very tentative. He has to get something going. You cannot be conservative and lose and say, you know, the defense played well.
He's got to get Charlie Joyner and Wes Chandler into the game. They can't keep running the ball on first down and gaining 1 or 2 yards, because that's putting more and more pressure on Mark Herrmann. Now Seattle brings in a nickel defense and gets good coverage and gets good pressure, and that's going to mount on Mark Herrmann as we go into this final stages of this game.
Gary Anderson, there's Wes Chandler. Anderson, the ball carrier from the 15 to the 19. Gain of 4, second down and 6. Chandler comes wide to the near side. Joyner, no receptions. Chandler has 5 receptions. Holohan in motion. Chandler almost broke it. First down, 29-yard line, 30-yard line. Gain of 11.
It was a safety blitz, and Wes Chandler, 89, and the quarterback are geared in to what they call a sight adjustment. The quarterback and the receiver see it. There's the safety blitz. Now Chandler goes to the inside, catches the ball. Dave Brown makes the tackle, but it's a first down, and a nice reaction on the part of a very inexperienced quarterback, Mark Herrmann, and there's 89 Wes Chandler.
First down at the San Diego 29-yard line, and he was just a step away from breaking it for a touchdown.
Because the safety blitzed and there was no help inside.
Anderson shows motion, sweep to the right side with Lionel James, and the defense just takes him down. Fred Young makes the play. Kenny Easley also there. They'll mark it at the 27-yard line. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to take pressure off Herrmann, but here comes Seattle right now with the nickel defense. Coverages and pressure. Coverage and pressure.
Lionel James, all-purpose yardage the last 3 games, 739 yards. In this game, he has 1 yard, 4 carries, 1 yard. He's playing with a bum knee.
He's out to the outside. Look for them to go here for him one-on-one.
It's there. 35-yard line, gain of 8. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Dave Brown with the tackle. The blue wave is on a roll in the Kingdome. Let's go to NFL 85.
Charlie, Houston has their first touchdown of the day at Mile High Stadium, and a pretty one to watch. Warren Moon fires this to Butch Woolfolk, the former Giant. He breaks 1 tackle and then takes off on a run that would do Gale Sayers proud. Number 45, Steve Wilson, can't catch him. He sidesteps another guy, bounces off 2 more, and in he goes.
We're back to the Kingdome, 3rd down and 4. Chandler in motion.
Got to get the ball to one of his tight ends.
First down, 41-yard line, Eric Sievers. Tight end, John Harris, free safety with a tackle.
That was a very important first down because of field position, and all they need right now is a touchdown, and they're ahead.
San Diego at their own 41. Dan Fouts out with that bad knee that he injured last week in the first period. And this is Bob Thomas just loosening up.
He's optimistic, isn't he?
Oh, yes. Mojico is the holder. Just staying loose. That's all right now. Herrmann, pressure, gets it off. Anderson, 49-yard line.
And that's what Gary Anderson does well, number 40. Throw him a swing pass. He's an exciting athlete. He's got good quickness, had tremendous stats in the USFL as a multi-purpose back. Now, Mark Herrmann gets rid of the ball, 79. Jacob Green's right there. Anderson has good hands. He's running now with Keith Butler, number 53, who can't cover him, and 20. Terry Taylor makes the tackle on the sideline, and we have 2nd down and 2.
At the San Diego 49-yard line. Herrmann has now completed 7 in a row. Here's the draw. Tim Spencer, no gain. 3rd down and 2. Michael Jackson makes the stop.
They're stunting and putting too much pressure in the middle for a draw play to work. And the stunt of the Seattle defense, particularly the defensive lineman now, fell right into the draw play.
A moment ago, 3rd down and short yardage. They went to the tight end. Did they go to the tight end here?
Well,
3rd down and 2.
I would think right now they're going to go to their inside receivers. It'll either be Holohan or Eric Sievers because they're over-covering Wes Chandler. And we have Lionel James in there right now, number 26.
There's pressure, gets away. Joyner has it, first down, 39-yard line.
I think Mark Herrmann throws the ball better when he's running away from a crowd.
Gain of 13, Dave Brown with the tackle. So the second time in this drive that San Diego has converted on a third down opportunity. The ball now at the Seattle 39-yard line. 1 minute and 5 seconds. That is the time remaining in the third quarter.
Charlie Joyner's first catch in the game. And
second receiver in NFL history. Yes, go over 11,000 yards. Don Maynard.
Got to throw on first down now. We got to throw the ball on first down. Change up a little bit.
This is the 9th play of the drive.
Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
Incomplete. Second down and 2. You're beautiful. Throw in first down. Look out. Here's the blitz.
Well, there's Fred Young. It's feast is famine.
Yeah.
You pick up that linebacker, and you should. You got a big play. It's nice from up here, Charlie. It's a lot easier than down there. Here's Mark Herrmann right now. He's dropping back, and the blitz is coming. There's Jacob Green free. Number 79, 50, Fred Young from the outside. It was not picked up, and it results in an errant throw, and it's second down and 10.
At the Seattle 39-yard line. Seattle leading 13-7. 44 seconds left, third quarter. Joyner in motion.
Here comes the blitz again.
Anderson runs into trouble. Runs right into the blitzing back Keith Simpson. He'll lose 5 yards to the 44. So it's going to be third down and 15.
The problem right now is if Dan Fouts is in the game, he sees all this, and you get big plays, as we saw a couple of weeks ago. But right now, there's Dan giving the signals. Mark Herrmann is not able to handle it, and he's playing right into the hands of the pressure defense that Seattle is creating right now. And now we have a third down and long.
Flags are down.
Looked like Dennis McKnight, number 60, was offside to add to their troubles.
False start on the offense. Number 60. Third down will be played.
There's Dave Adolph at the bottom of your screen, the new defensive coordinator, and there's Dan signaling in right now, and I'm not too sure you got a great play when it's third down and long yardage with that defense.
Now third down and 20 at the Seattle 49. And that is the end of the third quarter. And we'll be back after these messages from your local station. Charlie Jones, Sam Rutigliano. We start the fourth quarter. Seattle leads it 13-7. San Diego has the ball, the Seahawks 49, but it's third down and 20, and you look for a very conservative call.
I look for a conservative call, and now Seattle has 10 points on turnovers alone on the part of San Diego.
Herrmann scrambles out of the pocket, scrambles back in, throws it. The pass is complete to Chandler. And Chandler fights his way for about 11 yards. That's the good news. The bad news is he needed 20.
That was an exciting call.
Yeah.
You think Dan Fouts called that play?
He may have. It's a Fouts kind of play. Joe Nash with the tackle.
Only three-man line. There's 79 on Sam Clapham, 77. There's Green going to the inside. He pressures Clapham, but watch Green relentlessly pursue this quarterback. That's why he's one of the top defensive ends in the league. He forces the quarterback up in the middle. Mark Herrmann has good presence. He gets the ball to 89 West Chandler. Now the worst thing that can happen is to kick the ball inside the 20-yard line. They're playing good defense. They got a chance for good field position and an opportunity to get the ball back because the score now is 13-7 on part of Seattle.
Now San Diego lets the 30-second clock run out. Now Seattle could well just refuse the penalty.
Right. The reason they did it is because they want their kicker to be in a better position to knock it out, and Seattle will probably refuse the penalty, and the strategy won't work.
The delay penalty will be refused. Fourth down.
So Mojinko will be kicking from the same spot just to give him a little more area to work with. He'll be going for the corner.
I think Don Coryell wanted to see if Chuck Knox was alert on that sideline. And he was.
Left-footed kicker. He should go to the right corner, and that way you finish the kick coming across it. And he does.
He's going to get it in there. It's going to be close. Nope.
Yep.
Very close.
So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line with 13:48 left in the game. We'll be back as the Seahawks have the lead. But the ball game hasn't been decided yet. What is going to decide this game?
Well, we're in the ninth inning. Somebody's got to hit a home run. Wes Chandler, San Diego, Kurt Warner, or Darryl Turner. Somebody has to hit a home run to break this game wide open.
Speaking of home runs, League Championship Series starts at NBC Tuesday. So that bridge right to that for the baseball fans. Seattle from their own 20-yard line. This is their worst field position of the game to start a drive. And Krieg comes out throwing. And the pass is complete to Kurt Warner. But the 20 to the 42 might not be a home run, but could be the triple that sets it up.
You're going to need big plays in a drive to score touchdowns. And if you can't get the ball upfield, then lay the ball off to Kurt Warner. He's an integral part of this offense.
22 yards to the 42-yard line, first down. Here's Kurt Warner. Warner to the 44. He gains 2 at second down and 8. Gil Bird makes the tackle. Today's game is brought to you by Mazda Cars and Trucks. The more you look, the more you like Mazda value. By light beer from Miller, everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. And by Radio Shack, the computer experts. "12 minutes, 34 seconds and counting. Time remaining in the game. Seahawks have the ball. Second and 8. Far side pass complete. Steve Largent. Wayne Davis is there for the defense. Now for an update, let's join Bob Costas.
Charlie, the Chiefs have moved to within 3 of the Raiders in the fourth quarter at the Coliseum. Bill Kenny throws long over Michael Haynes, and Anthony Hancock puts his signature on this play with a fine catch, a 41-yard TD, 13-10 Raiders in the fourth. Charles.
And an important game as far as Seattle and San Diego are concerned, because right now, at any rate, Kansas City leads the West with a 3-1 record. They're ruling it a fumble, as Krieg lost the ball, then tried to pull it down himself. David Hughes was there for the Seahawks.
That could have been very, very critical.
Oh, yes.
For Seattle. That's it. David Krieg's in the I formation. He's dropping back. He wants to throw the ball. He's directing it to his left, and the ball just clearly comes out of his hand. Now he's bouncing around. He gets tackled, and there's an alert David Hughes, 46. And number 51, Woodrow Lowe, is almost there to pick that up. That could have been disastrous for Seattle.
And Dave Pincer will be kicking. Fourth down and 19. Lionel James.
They need a return now.
33-yard line. 47-yard kick and a 13-yard return. Seahawks lead it 13-7. NFC West, the Raiders are leading Kansas City, Denver is leading Houston, and Seattle is leading San Diego. So in reality, what that means is you'll have a 4-way tie for first with 3-2 records. The loser here will be in last place. Sacked at the 25-yard line. Bruce Schultz gets it, and that's number 4 for the Seahawks.
It was a play action pass, and he had time. Now he's looking back. Now watch 79. There's 72. There's 58, Bruce Schultz. But watch 79 on the right of your screen. Relentlessly pursuit and make a big league play. He must have ran 100 miles to make that play. He is really a guy who dances every dance and plays every down. He's a Pro Bowl defensive end.
Second and 19 at the 25. Power I is the formation. Chandler intercepted. Dave Brown. Dave Brown. It is the third interception of the ball game for the Seahawks.
He was clearly going to Wes Chandler, who's on 45 Kennedy. Now Chandler breaks to the outside. There's Dave Brown. Now watch Dave Brown jump up inside to a badly thrown ball, makes another interception, and that's the home run that Seattle needed. Now they got to put the ball in the end zone.
23-yard return. 25-yard line of San Diego. First down. Here's Kurt Warner. He reverses. Gilbert and Danny Walters chase him.
That's a long way to go to gain 7 yards. But that tells you a little bit about number 28. His vision and his ability to dart and accelerate, redirect himself, not lose a lot of speed, and outrun the defense. He's looking for the hole. He's bouncing to the outside, looking for a hole in the defense. Now he decides to go clear around. Gilbert, 22, is chasing him. Steve Largent makes a good choice by not trying to block him. And number 23, Danny Walters, knocks him out of bounds.
2nd and 3, Chargers 18. Hawks lead it 13-7. 11 minutes left to go. Warner inside, a flag is down on the play. End zone, but a flag.
It's against San Diego.
Number 76 on the defense is offside. Penalty will be refused. Touchdown.
Let's watch David Krieg as he gives the ball to 28. He goes inside. Now watch him break tackles. He comes out of the back. Now watch this move to the outside. He darts to the outside, and he showed tremendous acceleration. 57, Lyndon King couldn't make the play, but the thing that he did was he re-accelerated. Now we have a bad pass. Number 80, Largent throws it to David Hughes, 46, and he goes in.
They're ruling it no good.
If we were in the old days now, they'd get 2 points. Let's take a look at the snap. It's a high snap. Largent doesn't get it down. He doesn't want him to kick it. He wants to throw for the extra point. He throws with a man on his back, and 46 goes in for the score.
I think they're going to rule that Largent was in the grass. That Largent was in the grass.
You've got to be kidding.
No.
No, 46 was in the end zone.
No.
There's watch Warner. That's what they needed. The first play was a triple, the interception by David Brown. The second play was a home run by Kurt Warner to get him into the end zone. And that'll change the stats on the graphic with a big play.
And so the score is Seattle 19 and San Diego 7 with 10 minutes and 55 seconds left to go of the game. Tonight, Punky Brewster. There's a babysitting business. Will it be a losing proposition? And on Silver Spoons, when Rick's mother returns penniless, will Edward offer her a job? Don't miss the next exciting adventure of amazing stories from executive producer Steven Spielberg, and an Alfred Hitchcock presents A Vicious Killer, A Love-Starved Nurse, and A Twist of Fate. Oh, that sounds good. What could happen? Only the master of suspense knows. Followed by The Long Hot Summer, an NBC miniseries starring Don Johnson, Jason Robards, Sybil Shepherd, Judith Ivey, Ava Gardner. That's all tonight on NBC. Well, flag is dropped, and another flag is thrown. And Dornick is in a pushing contest with the Chargers.
What a hit by number 50, Fred Young of Seattle. He is.
You have to stay alert when he's. You have to stay alert when he's around.
You got to get his license number. There's 21 Buford McGee. He's taking the ball out. He's going up inside. There's 54 Kaiser. Now watch Young, number 50, come in and make that hit. He hits him right in the bullseye.
Illegal block. on the kick return, number 29.
John Hindi.
Will be a first down and 10.
He was blocking above the waist and against Fred Young. You saw that.
There's Fred Young. What we used to tell him to go into that wedge is throw your body and your heart will follow. And there's a man that can really cover kicks. And San Diego has to be very careful inside the 5-yard line.
So they have a first down at their own 6. They're down 19-7. Now what do? You've got to throw. Fires this one to Tim Spencer. Spencer to the 25, 30. Ken Easley's chasing him and takes him out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 43 yards, and the Chargers are on the move. Maybe they can get back in the game.
This is a game that you just really can't get a handle on. The moment you think one is going to put the other one away, you see Mark Wilson finds 43. That had to be a break in coverage. Now 45, Kenny Easley wants to make the tackle, but Spencer makes a good move to the outside. Terry Taylor, number 20, misses the tackle, and Kenny Easley's going to come into the screen, number 45, and he knocks him out of bounds. And they're at midfield, and they got a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herrmann now has completed 18 of 27, 234 yards, a touchdown. He's been intercepted 3 times. This one is over the middle. It is complete to Charlie Joyner. And it's back-to-back first downs and 2 big gainers.
He found Charlie Joyner on a one-on-one because they're double covering Wes Chandler. And there's Fouts sending those good plays in.
A gain of 17 yards to the 34-yard line. The time, 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. NFL's all-time leading receiver, Charlie Joyner. An impact player, could make an impact on this game. Here's a sweep to the right side. Buford McGee. McGee to the 29-yard line. That's 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
That was the option play they came up with earlier, with McGee carrying the ball and Gary Anderson, number 40, trailing him for the pitch, and McGee took it up to the inside. It's a very interesting play. You don't see that very often in professional football.
Keith Butler and Kenny Easley on the tackle for the Hawks at the 29-yard line.
The reason you don't see it is because you can't talk the quarterbacks into being the option quarterback.
They're smarter than they are in college, is that
exactly right?
They don't want anybody beating on them. Holohan in motion. The pass is complete to Pete, who may have the best hands on the Chargers. Nickname of Irish. Played his collegiate ball naturally at Notre Dame with that nickname. A gain of 24 yards to the 5. First down goal to go.
He found him on a one-on-one to the inside. They're double covering the outside people. There's Pete Holohan, number 88. Mark Herrmann's a little confused by the signal. Now he's got it. No, he doesn't have it. Yes, he's got it. I hope he's got it.
Right now, he should. 23 yards officially.
On the 6-yard line.
Yeah, they mark it the 6, not the 5. First down goal to go. 8:43 and counting. Time remaining.
I think they'll go to Chandler right away. And they do.
He's got it. Timing pattern, just slipping behind the defender in the corner. That was Terry Taylor that had the coverage.
It was the same play that they called bobbling where he didn't have possession early in the game. There's Dan Fouts now sending in those great plays. Dan got it right down there, and they're back in this football game.
In San Diego with a drive of 94 yards in 5 plays. First big drive of the game.
And of course, Tim Spencer's pass that brought it up to the 50-yard line was the big play in the drive. Now Fouts is proud of himself. He's calling a great game for Mark Herrmann on the sideline. He may end up now being a coach. Oh, don't do that, Dan.
Yeah. Here's the extra point, and it is good. And so the Chargers are right back in the ball game. It is Seattle 19, San Diego 14. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. We're back in the Kingdom as Scansey returns the kickoff for the Seattle Seahawks. Near the 20-yard line, Buford McGee was there. The San Diego Chargers on that last drive of San Diego. Mark Herrmann was 4 for 4 and 89 yards thus far in the ballgame. Wes Chandler, 8 receptions, 131 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
This is the first game that Moisenko has been kicking off. He had a groin injury early in the year. He's an excellent kickoff man and a good field goal kicker.
4th quarter, the Raiders leading Kansas City by a score of 16-10. And in the 4th quarter, the Rams leading Minnesota 13-10. And here it's Seattle 19, San Diego 14. Seattle at their own 19-yard line, first down.
Another play-action pass.
Kurt Warner. Warner cuts it upfield close to the first down. Near the 29-yard line, Lyndon King makes the tackle. And we may have a measurement.
We got an offensive lineman down. It looks like number 61, Robert Pratt. Darrell Turner is very silent in this game.
Yes.
Haven't been able to get the ball upfield. That's Robert Pratt. Now let's hope that it's not serious. They're the doctors and trainers attending to him.
And Darrell Turner with no receptions in the ball game. Today's telecast, presented by authority of the National Football League, intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the written consent of the Seattle Seahawks and the National Football League is prohibited.
David Krieg, I think you're seeing in the second half getting Warner into the game. He's running the ball well, and he's laying off those short passes. And there's David Krieg right there, right now. What he has to do is just get in sync, as we said early on. Make sure you have consistency. Make sure you have balance in your offense. Don't try to do it all yourself. And there's Robert Pratt again. And it looks like they're going to try to get him up, and let's hope that that's not a serious injury. He's a fine veteran offensive lineman. That's the glue that keeps that line together.
You know, we get a lot of great pictures from our sideline truck. And Al Houston is down there. Hi, Al. You want to wave to everybody? Al is with King Television, NBC affiliate, celebrating 35 years with our NBC affiliate here in Seattle. Way to go, Al.
I would like to have coached for 35 years.
That's before television started. He must have started radio. Kurt Warner has caught 4 passes thus far in the second half. John Borchardt, there he is.
Congratulations.
League Championship Series will get underway on NBC primetime Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Kansas City at Toronto. They'll play again Wednesday afternoon, primetime Wednesday night in Los Angeles. There's Kurt Warner.
Well, he's a skipper and a darter. There was no hole at all. He bounced all the way to the outside and picked up the first down. I think what's happening now, San Diego's defense is wearing down. And that's in the fourth quarter where that good running game and that concept can really gain control of the clock, control of the game. And what they have to do right now is go down there and kick a field goal.
And that's the play. You just saw the play. You have no idea what the signal meant.
You're on your own.
That's right.
Probably be a play-action pass on first down. They've been doing it a lot in the second half.
There it is. Good call. Pressure, Craig throws, and it is incomplete. Right at the last moment, they had Charlie Young as tight end. Lyndon King was putting the pressure on. And don't forget next Sunday to join NBC Sports as we continue our coverage of the 1985 NFL season. Most of you will see the interconference duel between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. That's a rematch of Super Bowls 10 and 13. Plus a lot of regional action, so check your local listings for the game and time in your area. It all gets underway with NFL 85. Your team plays here, so kick off with NBC Sports. Second down and 10. Seattle at their own 35. 7 minutes, 45 seconds. There's the time remaining in the game, and the Seahawks lead the Chargers by 5, 19-14. Craig deep, Largent has
it. Largent releasing off the line of scrimmage. He's got a one-on-one into the post, but watch his concentration. He knows he's going to get hit by 37 Jeff Dale, and believe me, that takes a lot of courage, and there aren't very many receivers in this league. Watch it right now. He knows he's going to get hit. He cradles, he takes the shot, and there aren't very many receivers. A lot of receivers can hear that cat sipping milk at 100 yards when they go inside.
a gain of 24 to the San Diego 41. First down. Kurt Warner cuts back and is out of bounds at around the 36-yard line. So he has 5. It'll be second down and 5. Let's check the finals. Miami defeating Pittsburgh 24-20. Cleveland winning by a like score over New England 24-20. San Francisco downing Atlanta. Chicago winning again. Tampa Bay the loser. Green Bay 43, Detroit 10. Indianapolis 49, Buffalo 17. New Orleans by 2 over the Eagles, 23-21. And here's Krieg. Stands in. This is Hughes coming out of the backfield. First down, 26-yard line. Needed 5, he got 10. Give him 12.
There's an unheralded football player. Does a great job blocking for Kurt Warner. And there's David Krieg. He reloaded that time. He was looking to go upfield. He reloaded nicely and got the ball to David Hughes.
Now, one thing that the coaches of the Seahawks want him to do, there's Tom Bierman, leader of the wave, they call him here, that they want him to sit in the pocket and stay there and be firm in the pocket. He throws better that way.
No question about it. They talked about him being strong in the pocket. Now, that guy's a pretty good conductor right there.
Or is it Bill the Bierman? Bill or Tom? I don't know. I think it's Bill. Okay. First down, 26-yard line. Here's Hughes. The yard to the 25. Second down and 9.
You got to give a lot of credit to the San Diego defense. They're hanging in there. They really are playing good, hard football.
5 minutes and 45 seconds. That is the time remaining. Seattle by 5, 19-14. They started this drive back on their own 19-yard line. They've now moved to the San Diego 25. Chargers are down by a field goal and a safety, 5 points. Seattle's within field goal range. So
there's Dave Adolph, the coordinator, on the sideline, sending the signal in. Darryl Turner.
San Diego offside.
Got an offside by the defensive right end on San Diego, and that is a big play because they stopped him. And it looked like Keith Ferguson, number 76. Big play. It would have been third down and 10 yards to go. Penalties are not bad, boy. When you make them at the wrong time, it kills a defense or an offense. And here we have the call.
Defense, offside, number 76.
It was Ferguson. The report on Robert Pratt, he has a knee sprain. He will not return. The penalty takes the ball to the 20-yard line. Second down and 4.
There's Ferguson in his anxiety to rush the passer. It's a run. He's offside. And we have John Borchert, number 76, in there to replace Robert Pratt now. Borchert was a draft choice of Buffalo who played for Chuck Knox, and they traded for him.
Second and 4. 4:55 left in the game. Kurt Warner, no gain. Third down and 4. Ferguson with the tackle.
This is not a bending defense. This is an aggressive defense. Doing a good job. Points is what's important. They've done a good job, and they've been put in very difficult situations because of all the turnovers. And there's Kurt Warner, who's had a big day. It was worthwhile watching him. There's Warner, 25 carries, 85 yards, and the big one was, of course, the touchdown run.
First down,
Quarterback draw.
13-yard line. First down, goal to go. Jeffrey Dale with a tackle.
Quarterback draw, very, very difficult to stop when all your linebackers are involved in coverage and all your linemen are involved in rushing the passer. He drops back. Now he dips under the rush. There's 90 making a play. Fred Robinson, he can't get him. Now go down, David. Go down. Get your first down. 37, Jeffrey Dale makes the play. And it's a key first down because a field goal puts them up by 8 points.
3.5 minutes left of the game. First down at the 12-yard line. 2 seconds on the 30-second clock. 1 second on the 30-second clock. And Seattle takes a timeout at that point.
Well, I think David Krieg wasn't sure about the play. He's got a first down inside the 15. There's Chick Harris and White and Chuck Knox, and there's no problem right now. It's very important that they get the right play. There's Chuck Knox. I think what they want to do right now is not have any impatience. There's no reason for them now to use patience, not to use patience, because they can run the ball in and also eat up that clock. They'll be up by 8 points if they kick a field goal. If they go in for a touchdown, it's going to make it very difficult for San Diego at this point. Now David Krieg called a very smart timeout, got his troops together, got a chance to talk to his coach, and I think that's going to help them. It took me a long time to say that, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm wondering, you know, at the end of that run, he was hit by 2 Chargers. The second one came over on the top. I wonder if he was stunned, shaken up, had the wind knocked out of him, and wanted to regroup so that he was close to 100%. You know, his physical condition was close to 100%, because right now all they need to do is work the clock in the end zone. They've got the field goal and just not make a mistake.
I think that's a good point. I wish you would have told me that earlier. I spent a half a minute going through that dissertation.
It sounded so good.
That's a very good point. There's Dan Fouts right now, and I'm sure he wished he were playing. Now, I'll tell you what, if he was in the game today, judging upon the last game they played against Seattle, there would have been fireworks all over the place. But he's a tough guy, and he'll be back. Maybe in a lot quicker time than people are predicting.
You know, the official report is 3 to 6 weeks, but he was not put on injured reserve.
And I'm sure he made that decision himself.
And when he's ready, that's when he'll be back, not before. Here's Kurt Warner. And Kurt will lose a yard here. Lyndon King.
San Diego,
Billy Ray Smith.
San Diego did a smart thing. They called the timeout because right now they want the ball back as fast as they can if they go to the field goal.
That is the time remaining, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. That's now a final. The Rams beating Minnesota by a score of 13 to 10. And here are the scores: Seattle 19, San Diego 14. Next week, San Diego will host Kansas City. Kansas City now losing to the Raiders 19 to 10. That's in the 4th quarter. And Seattle will host Atlanta. Chris Barr has 4 field goals in that ballgame.
The Western Conference, there's going to be something. There's Dave Adolph with the headset talking to number 54, Billy Ray Smith. I'm sure he's talking right now about making sure that they stop the run. Because I think Seattle right now is going to run the football, run the clock down, kick the field goal, and be 8 points up. And then San Diego has to get 2 scores to win, a touchdown and a field goal. There's Billy Ray Smith, who was the #1 draft choice. He was a defensive lineman from your old school, Charlie, the University of Arkansas.
University of Arkansas.
Woo pig, suey.
Hey, you call the Hawks pretty well.
Yes.
For a New Yorker. All right, program note, next Saturday, NBC Sports will bring you the WBC Featherweight Championship. Zuma Nelson defends his title against local hero Pat Cowdell. The scheduled 12-round event live from Birmingham, England. The hard-hitting action gets underway following Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. That's next Saturday, NBC Sports World. Check your local listing for games and times in your area. Second down and 12. Craig in the end zone. Good land. Woo! Largent was going 3 ways at once. That's impossible, and he did it. Yards.
You think David Krieg's happy to have Steve Largent? They got a blitz on now. They force him out of the pocket. He turns and just throws the ball. Largent is looking to his left. He loses complete sight, gains momentum, catches the ball, and that is a great play with tremendous concentration and a fantastic athlete. What a play on the part of Steve Largent.
14 yards and the score. Largent holds. Here's the extra point, and it is good. It is now Seattle 26 and San Diego 14 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go.
You know, the most beautiful part about that play, from here anywhere, it looked easy. It looked easy. He was looking to his right. He turned 180 degrees, lost sight of the ball, and then made a heck of a catch.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Watch the ball go up. Now he's concentrating. Now he turns to the left.
Loses sight of the ball.
Now watch him reach out and make the catch. Number 20, Wayne Davis, was on him. The thing that's so beautiful about it, it looked easy, and that's what makes it so great. And there's David Krieg talking to Gail Gilbert on the sideline, and he's saying to himself right now, boy, am I glad that guy is on my football team. Number 80, Steve Largent, as he talks to 82, Paul Scanzi.
And Seattle just put together an 81-yard drive. Have you seen this again? That was up just a moment ago. But let me remind you that tonight, Punky Brewster, a babysitting business, could be a losing proposition, then Silver Spoons. And don't miss the new exciting adventure, Amazing Stories. Steven Spielberg is the executive producer. Alfred Hitchcock presents A Vicious Killer, A Love-Starved Nurse, and A Twist of Fate. That one thrills me. Got to watch that one tonight. And that will be followed by Long Hot Summer, an NBC miniseries. That's all tonight on NBC.
A lot of pressure on Wayne Davis, number 20. If you're going to put that much pressure on the blitz, you can't let him throw the ball with that much time.
Norm Johnson kicking up, and here's Lionel James on the return. Here's the 20. He's to the 30. He is excited. Returns at the 37 or the 38-yard line. 36 yards on the return. And a Seahawk player is down. Is that Dan Dornick?
Dan Dornick, and it looks like he's hurting number 33.
He's down at the 9-yard line, and he is hurting.
We have the doctor attending, and here come the trainers right now. Looks like he's reaching down to grab his knee. Again, let's hope that it's not a serious injury. Dan Dornick is a very integral part of their offense. He's a tremendous designated receiver coming out of the backfield.
A medical student at the University of Washington. He'll graduate this spring.
Outstanding young man.
Yes. There's Dornick, 33, right at the bottom of the screen.
Right at the bottom of the screen, number 33 is being blocked by
Derry
55,
Nelson.
and that's where he gets his knee hooked. Derry Nelson, number 55, makes the block. It's a good legal block, but it was an accident. And here we have Lionel James now going to the outside. It was a great block there by Lyndon King, number 57, on 56, Greg Gaines. He looks like he's a little bit more comfortable now, and let's again hope that it's not a serious injury. It's always difficult for any player, and this is a fine young man. There he is. He's getting up. Nope, he's not getting up.
Clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the ball game, and Seattle is out in front of San Diego by a score of 26-14. And don't forget that this coming Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, Kansas City at Toronto. The battle for the pennants getting underway, and NBC will have the coverage in both the American League and the National League. Kansas City and Toronto will meet again the following afternoon, and then Wednesday night in prime time, the National League Championship Series will get underway on NBC.
Dornick is up right now. He's talking to the doctor. He's going to get on his feet, and that's a good sign. It's his left leg. Of course, we don't know right now how serious it is, but they're helping him off the field. And again, I don't want to be repetitive. Let's hope it's not too serious.
Well, let's take a look at all of the scores. These are the finals, the early games. Miami defeating Pittsburgh 24-20. Cleveland downing New England by 4 points. San Francisco winning over Atlanta. Chicago defeating Tampa Bay. Green Bay 43, Detroit 10. Indianapolis downing Buffalo. New Orleans by 2 over Philadelphia. Raiders 19, Kansas City 10. That's the final. Jets leading Cincinnati. Herrmann throwing, and coming back with the reception is Wes Chandler. And Chandler has the first down at the 44-yard line of Seattle, a gain of 23 yards on the play. And San Diego takes a timeout to stop the clock with 2:51 remaining.
Good call. Anytime you complete a deep pass like that, there's Don Coryell. It takes too long to get your offense way up on the other end of the field. Call a timeout. You can preserve a lot of time, because right now, if they can get that ball in, the score will be 21-26, and they got an opportunity to get another touchdown and win the game. As you see Dave Levy with the headset talking. Dave Levy's the offensive coordinator and offensive line coach, and he's talking to Mark Herrmann right now. They got to score fast. They got to get the ball upfield and score fast, and he's getting a little bit more advice from Dan Fouts with the blue sweater.
And the hot receiver for the Chargers, Wes Chandler, 9 receptions, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Mark Herrmann has completed 22 of 31. He's thrown for 304 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has suffered 3 interceptions. Not that bad an outing, though.
Well, I think on the basis of what happened to him early, he has really come back strong, and that's very encouraging for the Chargers, because their defense played very well today. They had to survive all those turnovers.
Seattle 26, San Diego 14, 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to go here at the Kingdome.
It's important now that they score right away. They can't go under 2 minutes because Seattle is going to ball control the football. They've got to get on the board right away now and then think about the onside kick.
Because San Diego has only one timeout remaining.
Right.
And Seattle can just sit on the ball and run the clock down.
Right.
Chandler in motion. Four-man rush. There's pressure and down. That is sack number 5 for the Seattle Seahawks, and Jeff Bryan got this one.
Jeff Bryan, 77, and Jacob Breen, 79. That duo is one of the best in the National Football League. There's Chuck Knox getting the 2-minute signal from the sideline. Now Mark Herrmann is looking upfield. Joe Nash, 72, is trying to bounce off, but here comes 77 Jeff Bryan. He comes off number 62, Don Masick, the center's block, and he hits him, and it's a sack, and it's the worst thing that could happen to San Diego's effort at this point in the game.
And San Diego takes their last timeout with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. And the Hawks still have 2 timeouts remaining, but now the Chargers are out of timeouts. Next Sunday, join NBC Sports as we continue our coverage of the 1985 NFL season. Most of you to see the interconference duel between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys, plus other regional action, so check your local listings for the game and time in your area. It all gets underway with NFL 85. Your team plays here, so kick off with NBC Sports. The ball now at the 50-yard line. There is Steve Largent. Boy, what a great receiver he is.
Well, he's got
that touchdown reception is something else today.
He's done it all his career. He's got the great ability to see on the run. You know, a lot of receivers come to the line of scrimmage. This is a thinking man's receiver. He looks at the defense, he watches what they're going to do, and then he has great concentration as he follows the ball. And what more can you say about the play that he made on that touchdown? Although he's got to improve on his passing.
Now look at that, 5 for 69. Now that means that in every game this year that Largent has caught 5 or more passes.
Pressure.
Lionel James.
No huddle. Get your team up there. No huddle. You're fighting the clock. You don't want to let this 2-minute run out now. The clock will stop with 2 minutes to go. Now you got an audible on the line of scrimmage.
41-yard line, 3rd down and 8. Severs. And Eric is to the 26-yard line.
Try to get a play off before 2 minutes are up. It's going to be very important. You can go to the sideline and talk about it. Get the play off. Get your offense set now and get the play off before 2 minutes. Very good. Very nice. Handle it very well.
Lionel James.
Get out of bounds. Okay, 2 minutes to go. This is a nice drive.
14-yard line. 2-minute warning will be given to both benches. We've got a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. 1 minute and 58 seconds officially. That is the time remaining in the game.
Mark Herrmann is talking on the sideline now to the man in the middle of your screen, Dave Levy, who's the offensive coordinator. Dan Fouts is to his right and Don Coriello is to his left, and they're going to have to throw the ball in the end zone. Get the ball to Wes Chandler or Charlie Joyner. Right now, they need to get on the board as fast as they can so they can line up for the onside kick and hopefully have the ball in midfield, and another touchdown will put them ahead and they could win this football game. It's certainly not over right now. And there's David Krieg. He's talking to his receivers and his running backs, and what Chuck Knox is telling them right now, we're going to sit on the ball because San Diego does not have any more timeouts left, and the key right now if they score is to get the ball on the attempted onside kick. They're doubling Wes Chandler, excuse me.
Incomplete, but there's a flag dropped at the 3-yard line. Joyner, the intended receiver, the flag and the incomplete pass.
It looks like it's on Terry Jackson, number 24, which will give him a first down.
Holding against Seattle. Mark Herrmann in the second half has completed 15 of 17 for 205 yards. In the ballgame, he's thrown for 335 yards.
That's very encouraging. There's young Mark Herrmann. He's had a lot of things happen today, but he's also done some good things.
Holding, number 42, first down. It's first down and goal.
9-yard line.
They have 3 people signaling right now, and I think Mark Herrmann's going to take the best one of the 3.
The one that he likes.
Right. Throw the ball into the end zone. They're doubling Wes Chandler. So throw the ball to 86, Jesse Pendrose. Watch the blitz.
In zone, it's there, touchdown. Charlie Joyner. 9 yards in the score for Joyner, and that is Charlie's 3rd touchdown of the season. And it's 26-20 with the extra point to come.
Now both teams are huddling. The team that's going to receive the onside kick and the team that's going to kick the onside kick. And there's Charlie Joyner, was open in the end zone. They were doubling Chandler on that side, and they brought Charlie on top of Chandler, and he got the one-on-one.
1:48 time remaining. Here's the extra point attempt, and it is good.
We have a penalty.
Flag dropped at the 4-yard line.
Offensive holding. 57 offensive holding.
That's Lyndon King, number 57. He was probably on the wing, and he grabbed an outside rusher. Now Bob Thomas is going to have to kick this over. We've had a thrill in the extra point today. Get 2 attempts here. Washington one to David Hughes for a point, but he was in the grasp. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Lodge's going to have to demand better protection as a holder.
So now this is an extra point attempt of almost 30 yards. Mojiko holding, Bob Thomas with the point after. With pressure, he has it.
Now the onside kick. This is a thrilling play. Got 11 bodies going after it. And what they're going to do right now is they huddle on the sideline. I guess Bob Thomas will do it. There he's huddling on the sideline. They're going to kick the ball hard. They'll have somebody trailing from the sideline to knock the receiver down, and then there'll be 1 or 2 designated real good athletes to try to recover the ball. And it's a matter of the kicker hitting the ball low and hard and hoping that it bounces off one of the Seattle people. And the Seattle people right now went to the insurance company. They have all the good hands people in there right now to make sure it's fielded, because if they field it, they're going to run that 148 down, because San Diego has no timeouts left. And that's Marv Braden on the sideline, and in the blue sweater, that's Rusty Tillman, the 2 special team coaches of Seattle and San Diego. That's Rusty Tillman right now. He's got a knot in his stomach because he's the special team coach, and he wants to make sure those good hands people. And it's over on the sideline with Kenny Easley, 45, and Steve Lodgett. Now Bob Thomas, number 16, has to hit the ball hard. Hit the ball hard on the ground. Hope that it'll bounce off somebody's chest. And there it is. It's going up, and Kenny Easley feels the ball, and this game may be over. Couldn't have kicked it to the right person as far as Seattle's concerned.
And the Seahawks have it at the San Diego 46-yard line. 1:47 is the time remaining. And as Sam mentioned, the Chargers are out of timeouts, and so Seattle will just keep it on the ground. This is Mark Herrmann's first 300-yard game. He completed 26 of 35 for 344 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
Oh, they're going to run the ball.
Surprise? Surprise.
I think the reason they're doing that is if the quarterback takes the ball and drops, the play is over. And I think they want to make sure they eat out this entire 1 minute and 48 seconds. And there's Chuck Knox right now. What are you getting so excited about, Chuck? You got to game 1. Relax, Chuck.
Here's the report on Dan Dornick of the Seahawks. A sprained left knee, and of course will not come back to this game. But that is good news. Only a sprain. 26-21 and the time. And Kurt Warner down the sideline, out of bounds. He didn't want him to go out of bounds because he wanted the clock to run, but once you get in that position, you go out at the 35. He has 10 in the first down.
I think what's happening right now is San Diego might have relaxed. They may have thought that Warner was going to go to the line of scrimmage and just fall down. He's had 28 carries for 94 yards, and we watched him all day. We talked about it in pregame. It was going to take some pressure off David Krieg, and it certainly did. When Kurt Warner is involved in the flow of this offense, Chuck Knox is happy, and they're going to win. Now, Chuck Knox is doing a lot of coaching on the sideline. What they need to do right now is just sit on the ball. They have a first down. Seattle has no timeouts. It's less than a minute to play. Now just sit on the ball.
And that's what they'll do. So it'll be second down and 13, and they cannot stop the clock, they being the San Diego Chargers. And so Seattle will need to take only one more snap. And this ball game goes into the record book.
There are a lot of things that happen in this game. There's Chuck Knox right now, and he knows, boy, that's a good feeling. I've done it a few times. It's a good feeling on the sidelines. Down below 30, he's counting the clock, and now David Krieg is going to take the snap, sit on the ball, and Chuck Knox is going to drink the wine, and Don Coryell is going to stomp the grapes. And that's the difference.
And the Wild Wild West continues. As Eric did well, there will be a four-way tie for first place, including the Seattle Seahawks, and the San Diego Chargers will drop to last place, but they're only, one game off of the pace being set by the other four teams. We expected a conservative ball game, but I think in a way it was even more conservative than we expected.
Well, I think so, and of course the key was the turnovers again. There's Don Coryell. I think that he did a terrific job. When you lose a person like Dan Fouts and you come up with Mark Herrmann, who hasn't played very much, and there's Kurt Warner, I think it's difficult. And I think that there's Kurt Warner right now. He's got to feel real good about the kind of game that he played today, and it certainly helped David Krieg in bringing consistency and balance.